Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. We are doing the playoff wins draft today. It's that time of year. We're in person. It's going to be a physical ep. Physical ep.
Daniel Clase, strike three,
Broken bat.
8,000 saves.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, presented to you by SeatGeek. I am Jake Storielli. In the room, Jersey City, Trevor Plouffe, first round pick, Minnesota Twins, 2004 or 5?
4. You crushed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
David Mendelson still waiting to be drafted by the Twins. Maybe he'll draft them today, as we are doing the playoff wins draft today. Trev, how are you? A red eye a couple days ago. Are we back? Are we not back?
Yeah, I got caught up on sleep last night. Peter Moylan and I were going to go to the sushi
That's
spot,
right.
But they couldn't get us in, even with all the prowess that we have here. So I ended up doing the whole, hey, I'm just going to order Chinese food. I did.
Okay.
And I just passed out watching Shark Tank. It was a great night.
Nice.
If we're being honest, it's probably better than any sushi I was going to have.
Chinese food and Shark Tank, man. That's what America's built on.
AC pumping 63 degrees. I was
under the sheet.
Yeah.
Wish I was there.
People are aged up.
Might be there tonight. Yeah. Wow. God, tough to match that. I mean,
what's up with you, bro?
I'll check raise you. we had our upfront yesterday, which some business people that'll mean something. But we also are doing our Blitzball battle this week, so that's why we are in person. That's why we're in Jersey City. Always one of the more fun weeks of the year. I guess my only anecdote from yesterday, Chris Rose.
Yes.
Me and him took an Uber back together. And watching Chris Rose actually locked in on the Guardians, it's a special thing to see. God, that city's lucky. Chris Rose, CC Sabathia,
Jim Thome.
Jim Thome.
Grady Sizemore. No, Kenny Lofton. Chris is great. We got to see him do his thing at these up fronts. He hosted it. And the range, I like bands with range that they can kind of go, you can play your Led Zeppelin has range. Okay. You play some hard rock, you play some blues, you play some folk, you try the island sound, doesn't really work out.
We're talking about range. You could have went any baseball player.
No, I'm talking about
Johan Rojas.
No, not that kind of range. I mean, being able to do lots of different things.
I get it.
Chris Rose, we're talking, he just did a hot dog eating contest, bro.
He did.
I don't know. I don't want to compliment him too much, but he's a guy.
Seconds before he goes on stage, they say, Jake, you need to introduce him. I'm like, okay. So before I introduce Chris Rose, the voice, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mr. Chris Rose. We did bad yesterday. The company did bad. Can we talk some baseball, Trev?
Yeah, let's
because we did this last year. For those that don't know, basically we're going to be drafting teams. Most wins. I think we tried to complicate the format. I think we thought about doing hey, if a wild card team, should their points be worth double? And then we're like, no, because they've got more opportunity to win. It's interesting because there's a little bit of gamesmanship. You jokingly right before the mic said I'm taking all NL.
Yeah, that's a bad draft strategy.
All NL teams.
What I believe. I don't believe in the AL at all.
And I don't know. It's a good exercise, and it's our first tease into what do you like? And I think the funny part of us recording this today, the Mets are 2 games in.
Yeah.
So we draft 16 MLB teams, right? Is it 3 times? How many teams do we draft?
It should be 15.
I think I have
15.
I think I have us getting either 12 or 15.
I think it's 15.
We have to do 15 because we need some fringe teams.
Right. You need borderline teams that might not get in that could dictate this, because I don't think the Arizona Diamondbacks were a sexy pick last year.
No, they weren't.
I don't even think the Texas Rangers were. And that's the beauty of baseball, isn't it? And we, Trev, you're the standings guy here.
I am.
Atlanta Braves 2 games back as of right now?
2 games back.
Out.
The Detroit Tigers are closer to a playoff spot than the Atlanta Braves. So let that sink in for a little bit as my Twins free fall into the abyss.
Are Braves fans okay?
Yeah,
Are they like at grips with this?
Yeah,
Because
they've
Strider's
been-
out,
yes.
Acuna. Okay.
My feeling on the Atlanta Braves fan base, and comment down below. How about like and subscribe too?
Nice.
Just crush that right there.
Bro.
That's gross. I feel like, at least in my comments, they have been saying this team stinks all year long.
Right.
Even when they were up and had a wild card spot like reserved, basically, they were like, no, this team's not good.
Right.
And here they are, 2 games back with how many, 11 to go?
Yeah. I mean, they do play the Mets, so they got to keep it close enough
That's
up
what
into that
we're
point.
hoping for that.
Because then they would, if they could win that series, they'd have the tiebreaker.
Yes.
So that's like a win and a win.
5-5 right now between those 2 teams.
And I'll tell you what, man, and it's kind of part of this exercise. I did it on Talkin Jake with Beebs the other day, or I guess today comes out. But I want to do like, because so many times when we talk about playoff teams, we do like, who's their top 3? Like we talk about San Diego or whoever it is, and like who's in the back end of their bullpen and who are their guys. So I kind of did like a 3x3x3 like street baseball teams, like their 3 best hitters, 3
Like
best
that?
starters, 3 best relievers.
Ice Cube would love that.
Just it. I'll hit up my guy, our guy. Excuse me.
Our guy, yeah.
And dude, like when you put the Braves down on paper, it's like
It's pretty good.
Still there.
like it's they're missing guys, and they've got like 4 in their rotation who could throw right now. Reisel didn't give up a run for half a season, and like if Matt Olson,
Yeah, they have the
Michael
formula.
Harris too, like so if they get in, it's gonna be funny to see the punchy Braves with Gio Urshela and Whit Merrifield. But that's probably gonna be later in the draft, unless Trev's got something up his sleeve. And what we have up our sleeve. Orgain, Trev, you've been hyped about this.
I'm in.
Is
I'm
this
in on
with
this.
the whole Plouffe house right now, or is this just you?
No, it's the whole house because my kids are picky eaters, and I take that back. My son Teddy will try anything. I have
I
a
like
picky
that.
daughter who won't eat anything, but I do make
She'll remain nameless for this.
Isla protein shakes, man. I do like the peanut butter, the whatever kind of milk. I'll use real milk for them. I like almond milk. I'm sorry, hurts the environment. I like it.
I like it too.
I'm not
I'll be
Taylor
honest.
Swift. My carbon footprint's less. But I do make a lot of shakes for them, like towards the end of the night. Get some calories in them, some protein. Yeah,
like that.
Banana, peanut butter, that whole thing.
Orgain might be a part of Teddy's starting pitching story. Yeah, my dad started giving me 30-gram protein shakes when I was 10.
And they make kids stuff too.
The shake offers protein-packed real nutrition designed to satisfy your cravings without all the sugar, people. That's one of the Plouffe family secrets.
Yeah.
It's convenient, real nutrition. It's what you're looking for. No artificial flavors or sweeteners. Orgain 30-gram protein shakes are available at Costco. That's how you know. That's like that's a
that's where I
sneaky
get it.
dunk. That's a sneak. Oh, we're at Costco. So we sell barrels of protein to them. Or Orgain.com. If you want to get in on the delicious protein-packed nutrition today, head to Orgain.com/Talkin. Use code Talkin, 20% off your order. Once again, Orgain, Orgain.com/Talkin, 20% off. Link in the description.
We could be an Orgain family. Orgain, whoever's watching this, checking out our ad read, we could be an Orgain family. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're going there.
I got a pretty family.
I mean,
You
we're
can-
coming
you
off
can have
that,
all of them.
We're coming off
Orgain.
that sales meeting yesterday. And
I'm
we still
hot.
kind of have that
I'm
brain
aged
on.
up, yeah.
There's a couple car brands me and Jess were like, I love that vehicle. I love that. I thought about making a joke about it. You'll actually like this in hindsight. I thought about, because there's a couple like car brands there, and that's like a big deal.
Yeah.
And it would be. And thanks for everyone for supporting us. That gets us with some of these companies. I thought about making a joke like, I'm good in any car. Like, you got a goddamn Mini Cooper? I fit in there. And one of my favorite online jokes of all time was when I think Shaq joined with Kia, and someone just tweeted at him, and they're like, "Shaq, you don't fit your big ass in that Kia," and they like made him a special one. So, anyways,
Buick.
let's do. Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. Let's do the playoff draft. Do we have a way to determine order? Hog off.
Let's do a salary. I got a guy up here. I won't look at it.
Okay.
I'll just pick a random guy. We'll do salary guess.
Okay.
I was gonna do Michael
Salary or
Kadire,
career
but I
earnings?
feel like that's cheating because I would kind of have a better idea. Mark DeRosa.
Mark
also-
DeRosa.
Ooh.
MLB Network.
I don't have it up.
Friend of the family, we think.
I think.
Although
Probably likes
you're
us.
gunning for his job, Team USA.
No, I actually really respect that he took that job over and did a really good job with it.
Okay.
I like that. So Mark DeRosa's career earnings. I'll start. Gosh, I don't need. This is going to be really all over the place. I think I'm going to go $26 million.
I respect you going first because if I wanted to, I could game it.
Okay.
Because we probably should just. I'll go 33. I think he had a couple more big years than you.
so,
Sorry.
My gut says just like salaries, even though that wasn't that long ago, just weren't quite where they are now. So I'll throw a 15 out there.
29.
like-
So what'd you say? 33?
I said 33.
And I said 26. I think you win because it's 29 and then 12,500.
Oh, you left
So
that
that's-
out, huh?
Yeah, so I think you go 1, I go 2.
Yeah,
Right?
Done.
That math works?
Yeah.
that's fine.
No.
I think
I win.
I think you are just closer.
I'm just closer because
I think 26 is closer than
I was just going to keep it moving.
33.
Yes!
All right, you get the first pick. Good.
Oh, I don't actually like this at all.
Couple ways you could skin this cat.
Yeah. I have a team that I think is going to win the whole thing, but they're not a wild card team. So the
Right.
extra 3 games, a 2-game,
2 points.
2 points
If a wild card team
is
does it.
available there. So I'm kind of rethinking. And I'm going to go with a team who I believe is like, they're not a dark horse at all. I think they're like the second best team right now. I wouldn't, second best team. I'm going to go with the San Diego Padres. They're going to be in the wild card. I just like, you talk about like chopping it down and do a street team. What they have at the back end of their bullpen, the players that they have. I feel like there's a lot of hunger in that clubhouse. So I'll take the Padres with number 1. I think they're going to win their wild card series. I think they can make it to the World Series. And if they do, there's no reason why they can't win it.
They were fun to do for the exercise because they had a bonus starting pitcher, whether you wanted to use Yu Darvish or King. When I was doing the 3x3 Padres, for their third best player, you could go Jackson Merrill. You could go. Bogarts didn't even get mentioned.
Yeah.
They
do a lot of different things. They score runs in a lot of different ways. They have versatility, and again, I think what they did at the trade deadline with their bullpen was, I can't believe that people let them do that. Like all these teams needing bullpen help.
Yeah.
My Twins needed bullpen help.
No. Yes.
The Yankees needed bullpen help, and they let the Padres get 3 guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see because we do trade deadline, and whatever MLB guy ends up on a team, we're like, nice, because prospects are prospects until they're not. Remember the price tags at this deadline, and everyone was like, oh my god, the prices of relievers, blah blah blah. It's like, I guess I want to see in a couple years if it's like, hey, the Marlins fleeced the Padres or the Padres, but that never happened. It happens. The 3 times it happens, we name those examples where Fernando Tatis for Shields, man. Gruden's back.
Yordan Alvarez for
Yeah.
Fields.
Yeah. That's a bad one.
Shields, you get.
Yeah. Fight you so bad. Padres, huh?
Yeah, I'm going Padres. I'm a San Diego guy.
That's fine. You are a San Diego guy. It's going to be a San Diego year for you. That's scary, though. If they end up in the snake den, the snake pit.
Yeah, 100%.
Do we need to rename where the Diamondbacks play? The snake pit?
Should be something for
Do you
them.
like those types of snakes? A diamond back? They live together in pits?
Okay.
I feel like they're like lone wolves, bro.
I'm glad you got the first pick because my first pick is not fun.
I know where you're going.
It's the first pick. And they might get wild card points because I think they're going to be hosting for the wild card.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
They go to the CS every year, man, and there's no other. The only other team that rivals them is my favorite team, and they've embarrassed my favorite team at the party for the past close to 10 years now. I'm taking the Houston Astros. Framber is going to be there. Yep. Sure. Blanco Kikuchi, might as well.
Yep.
And then that's even before, like, what's Justin Verlander going to be? Hunter Brown. Arrighetti had a stretch where he was striking out double-digit guys.
Yep. They have the back end of the bullpen. Yep.
They're both. So this was my gut drop moment the other day. Working on it. They built their team for the postseason.
Yes.
So they got off to the bad start. Mariners are up 10 games. Houston's back. Everyone's at grips with Houston being back, and everyone's like, okay. Dude, it's Hader, Abreu, Presley. Never mind the extra 3 starting pitchers I just mentioned. And that's before it gets to all the guys in the lineup you know. Altuve, Bregman, Tucker, Jordan. Do your street 3x3 team with them, Trev.
No, I love it.
Who are the 3 Astros you'd take on your street 3x3 team in the lineup?
In the lineup?
Because you're leaving off either Tucker, Bregman, Jordan, or Altuve.
No, I'm leaving off Bregman. I'm taking.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
Altuve, Tucker, and
Jordan.
No, look, they were the only team. They're the only team in the AL. Like, I seriously am considering, or I can't take them now, but yeah, of course, because of the track record. Yes, I do believe they built their team for the postseason. I do believe they don't really care about the regular season.
And they're the only team that like has the right to do that.
I'm in. Alex Bregman had a 947 OPS in August. September dripped down a little bit, 672. But does anybody expect him to be, just slightly above average hitter in the postseason? No. He's going to hit some homers. He's going to,
They all will.
They all will.
That's the secret. Beebs, why don't you round off the first round?
By the way, 3.6 WAR for Alex Bregman in a down year. So
future Met.
Yeah, my first round selection. I don't see this team having a bonus wild card round set of wins. I can live with that. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Phillies.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even I know at one point there was a disappointing stretch that their fans weren't having a good time, but even then, the division never really came into question. Their talent is really good. Their 3x3 is real fun to look at, and you think about the names that get left off, and
they're still the Phillies.
Power is power, baby.
Their power is power. They're on paper probably the best roster.
Trev, I think you opened up my eyes one day. Because Schwarber leadoff was, like, funny, and then it was like, oh, he's OBP. Like, I get it. Like, that was kind of the baseball revolution for 20 years, which shows how much of a joke the sport is. Mm-hmm. Like, wait, is on base better than batting average? This is genius. Dude, it's so Phillies, and it's so tone-setting. When he steps up in that first at-bat, if he catches one, that's over. It's the game, because then Harper, Turner, they say we're going to get one. Bohm, Real Muto, Castellanos. It's such a sick way for that team, and it's beautiful. Like, it's the team identity.
If I was to ask you to name the person with the third highest B WAR on their team, I feel like I can give you like 4 guesses.
Okay, so we got Harper, position player. I guess that's kind of a giveaway. It's kind of a giveaway. Because Harper was chasing MVP. He's probably won.
Not one.
Wheeler's probably won.
Wheeler's won.
Okay.
Volume.
So then third, you didn't say pitcher or hitter. You suck bag. Bryson Stott.
No. Bryson Stott is the 12th highest.
Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh is third.
Wow.
Or it's just my point in that is they have a very deep roster. I also believe that they can score runs in a bunch of different ways. I think most importantly, they can hit some homers. Yeah. And I think in the playoff atmosphere, I love the ability to score runs, moving runners over, doing all those things, stealing bases. But in the end, if you out homer the other team, you're getting a
really good
I thought you and A-Rod were my bunk guys.
A-Rod, you sent me some reels.
Dream bunt
reels.
rotation.
You
mean Rod.
A-Rod and being a parent. And
Yeah. I'm trying to
It was
win
pretty
you back
good. It was
over.
pretty good.
The A-Rod at Michigan content doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
And doesn't get any better than Mountain Dew. You know what we all need more of? Get off our ass. That's what we're doing at the warehouse these next couple days. And with the bold flavors and refreshing citrus, try to combine those two words, kick of Mountain Dew, get off your ass. You feel like you're on an actual mountain. So you know what? You can still have your dew for gaming or whatever you're getting into. But I don't know. Go fishing. You and the dew out there.
I'm going fishing soon.
Little for you, little for the fish. Oh, are you doing family camping trip?
Family camping trip starting on Wednesday, a week from today. I'll be doing the dew on my drive up there.
Bring some dew. The mountain is calling. You should answer. Grab your friends. Grab an ice cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the dew. And a shout out to Mountain Dew. They just let us add one of the cooler things we've added to our warehouse.
Oh, yes. Is that like a spoiler? Are we able to like post that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You gotta ask about everything now,
Right?
in this company.
God.
Gosh, we've gone down.
I don't need to be the guy to break the seal on that.
People
but
change, man.
Fall off is real.
BBD. Little feedback. You want to start round 2 for us?
I'd love to start round 2. I've been thinking about this pick for several minutes. Philly's a first-round pick. I picked them in large part because they've been there and done that.
You also are a huge Phillies guy.
Yeah.
I've been a Phillies guy for some
Phillies
time.
guy.
I've been a Phillies guy for some time. Connected to the situation. I've been liking what I've seen from that franchise.
Good team to be connected to.
Same
Same with the Diamondbacks. You need a sister city. San Diego, maybe.
Yeah, I'm Twins San Diego.
Okay, done.
It's
I mean,
done.
how do you not know that?
People just turn the show off.
Manny coming over.
guys suck.
The next one I'm going has been there. I think the streets argue if they've done that. I know we've been
You're
there's
going juggernauts.
there's concern about some parts of this team, but I think I believe in the parts that are in place. I'm taking the Dodgers. I love their bullpen. They have a top 3 of the lineup that is as good as you'll find.
Ever.
Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, whatever order they're doing right now. Yamamoto has come back, albeit in not a lot of innings in both starts. He's been good in both statistically. Jack Flaherty, nails. Love.
Basement.
Walker Buehler have a good start before the playoffs, and I believe whoever else they're throwing out there's good. Bullpen's in a good spot. They'll be around.
The bullpen's in a better spot than I had. Like, looking at those names on paper, what Kopech has done, adding a layer,
they've been getting gassed lately.
Sure.
They've been getting gassed lately. But I agree. Like, I mean, look, you just picked my 2 favorite teams.
Yeah.
I was going the wild card route, and then you just snaked 2 teams who I think have a really good shot here. I'm doing scoreboard watching right now at 7:47 in the morning because I'm deciding, can I pick the Diamondbacks if I pick the Padres?
Oh.
Because if they play each other, then I'm just out.
One of your top 2 picks would be done instantly.
Well, it's not my pick. It's your pick.
Oh, wow, that's right. You lost. Oops. I knew that.
You knew that.
I remember I lost the Mark DeRosa career earnings game.
A simple addition.
I was adding his MLB Network money.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. So I've taken Houston. I could do the hedge, the double AL hedge. The Mariners are playing good. No. Yeah, I'm gonna corner the market while it's here. I'll take the New York Yankees.
Okay.
I think the NL's stacked. I think it's the conversation we've had a lot now. The defending National League champs have not been selected yet. I think there's that's teams in the East can be sexy. God, we're so rude to the Brewers sometimes. But I think it's the Yankees and the Astros. I think we're going to see them. Would this be part 4? 2017, 2019,
22.
22 they got swept. So this would be part 4, I think. Yankees, Astros during this time period. By the way,
2015 wild card game I don't think counts.
The Keuchel Astros are out. Astros are 3-0 in those games.
Yeah.
That's why they got the first round pick.
Yeah.
There's an argument that Houston is less Houston. I think we're all going to watch their first playoff game and say, no, they are not, after Jordan hits one to the moon. The Yankees are good, man. It's become one of the conversations here on MLB Network that the Yankees are probably the most talented team in the AL. It's crazy, and if anyone knows anything about me, like all I have is heart and hustle. There's not an ounce of skill in my body. The Yankees are the opposite. The Yankees believe in being Aaron Judge and being Juan Soto and send one to the bleachers. They make some lackadaisical errors that if that ends up losing them a playoff series, it's going to be a dark couple episodes, and people are going to want to tune in for that. So I'll corner the AL market. I think those are the two big dogs, and I do think one of them is easily your AL representative. I don't think we're getting AL magic from a team this year.
Shots fired at the Cleveland Guard Dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that you are envisioning. I don't know if it's nightmares, if it's a dream scenario. I don't know what it is, but I feel you obviously envisioning that ALCS happening again. You want the drama. I get it.
No, I don't.
You don't want that. So it's a nightmare.
I want half of it. Yeah. I want half of it. Double up, Trev.
Yeah, I'm in a weird spot here. Again, because I don't want these teams playing each other. And I am looking at the Brewers right now. And I'm probably going to pick them just because I do have 2 picks and I want to get them on the board. So I'll take the Brewers. Right now, they would be hosting either the Diamondbacks or the Mets, who are tied for that second and third wild card. And who knows? The Brewers could jump the Dodgers. They're only 2 games back of the Dodgers for the second best record. It looks like the Phillies are probably going to get one of the buys. They're 91-60. They're 2 games above the Dodgers, 4 games above the Brewers for best record in the National League. So if the Brewers end up hosting, I would hope they don't play the Padres, as the Padres have the 1 spot locked up right now. So I'll go Brewers for a couple different reasons. Now, if you look at their big 3, like you're talking about, I don't think it really matches up. You know, if you're going straight up teams on paper, their starting pitchers would be Peralta,
Savali, Montas,
Myers, yes.
They've got options,
but
their bullpen plays.
But that's the only thing that you got to worry about.
Talk about Brian Hudson.
4th in OBP.
Okay,
right. So get runners on.
Get on, King.
Get runners on 4th in OBP. Runners in scoring position, 2nd.
You love
in
that.
Baseball.
That's become your favorite stat.
817 OPS. So get them on. Get them in. And then the bullpen is the best bullpen, second best bullpen in baseball.
Okay.
For the Cleveland Guardians. And defensively, they're a stalwart. So I think they kind of just check all the boxes as far as like a good baseball team. Right. Kind of love the Pat Murphy saga. So I'll take the Brew Crew. I don't know if I want them to be in a wild card or not. Right. But there's a chance they could get the 2 extra games, so that also helps.
It's pretty dumb that, and this is where baseball is stupid, because we do, even before the year when we do the team profile and projections, and then you have a breakout player, and we're like, well, we didn't know Albert Suarez was going to be nasty this year. If Yelly was still on the Brewers, because he was also balling out this year, so it's compliments to Yelly. If this was Yelly, if Yelly was still on the Brewers, I think we would be like, this is the year. Like with Chiriot breaking out, with Adama's contract year, with Contreras. Like if Yelly was there, I think the Brewers hype train would be real. And I'm saying it's stupid that we don't believe in it more, because, I don't know, could Frelick have a great series? Yes. And Yelly could have had a bad series. You know, like it's, in a way, it's not how baseball works, but it's also how we have to believe it works. Heavy.
Bryce Terang leading the Brewers in B-War right now with a 4-7.
How many swipes does he have this year? Does it start with a 5 or a 4?
44.
Okay. Get to 5.
Get to 50 steals, Bryce.
He's got 7 pumps. He's in the 750 44 club.
How many guys?
Kenny Lofton. We'll get into that later.
Second pick here. I'm having a little bit of difficulty because I do kind of want to grab the Snakes and just run my whole National League because I do believe in them more than the AL this year. But I'm kind of finding myself in a pickle because of might play each other. So I think I am going to go Cleveland. I've been doubting them. I've been doubting them all year long, and I think for good reason. As I sit next to Chris Rose on the internet, and he just tells me like they're going like the impending doom that's going to happen with them. But they consistently win, and they have the formula. They're very similar to the Milwaukee Brewers, who I just picked. I mean, the bullpen has been incredible for them, and they've thrown a lot of innings, which Chris Rose was worried about, but they haven't faltered yet. They find ways to score runs. They play great defense. They hit with runners in scoring position. All the things that I like. I need an AL team, and it looks like they're going to get a bye. It looks like they're kind of almost like locked into
They're near the Yanks. They could get the 1 seed.
So it'll be interesting to see who they play. But I'll go with the Guard Dogs on the wraparound.
They are. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but they feel like the first test in a while. It's a team that, for whatever reason, we reference them a ton, probably because you played against them a lot. But it's also a team that just stands out because they were different. It's kind of that 2015 Royals test coming back into play. Like Class A is going to be available for multiple innings.
Yes.
Let's say Cade Smith.
There's a lot of guys at the back end of that bullpen, about 6 high leverage guys, I would say.
That, man, if that recipe clicks, if even 3 out of 6 click, Class A is going to click. He'll be there.
Hunter Gaddis has done huge innings.
Gaddis has been incredible this year. I know those are kind of the big 3, but if they have anyone step up, games are going to be short. Josh Naylor sends one into the seats.
Tim Herron has thrown 70 games, 60 in the third innings for a 1.94.
And it's kind of the test of also, hey, they're going to get a little breather before their playoff series. Is that massive for them?
Good point.
Are all those guys going to get 4 days off? You know?
Is Ben Lively just going to carve in the postseason?
It could also go so bad so quick for them. Because I think they're lining up for, they'd be lining up for Houston or your Twins or the Tigers.
Why don't we know what's going on right now? So if they be it depends if they're the 1 or the 2 seed.
Right.
They're 1.5 games back of your Yanks for the top overall record in the American League.
Can't slip up. That's big seeding. I know we haven't gotten to Orioles yet. But yeah, man. Royals.
I don't like my draft, which means I like my draft.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's times you don't feel giddy coming out that it works out.
Yeah, they just consistently win freaking baseball games, man.
Okay.
I mean, August was a bad month for them. They went 12-17. But every other month prior to that, and then September, they've just been playing great ball.
Great pick. Who do you have?
I have San Diego, Milwaukee, and the Guard Dogs, which is just making me feel nice right now.
I understand why you like and don't like your draft.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. I am going to diversify.
I know where you're going now. Your team.
It is my team.
Board played out.
They could be laughing, dude.
I wanted to take them, but I couldn't do it.
Just be laughing right now. Well, they have to make sure they get in. Don't. They're in a little slide right now. Don't get involved with the Braves and the Mets. You don't need that. They finish up with 3 at San Diego. Corbin Carroll is peaking. Ketel Marte is back. Christian Walker is back.
Yum.
They have a lineup of guys that don't give a fuck. Jock Peterson.
Does not give a fuck.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
No.
Gino Suarez.
No. No.
Dude, if they
run first and third place.
Let's say there is an on-off switch for some guys or some teams.
I like this pick because they one of my truths in baseball is if you lose the World Series the next year.
Right. Hungry.
Very, very hungry. You get in, you understand what it takes. That's all you want. I mean, there's no reason why this team can't go to the World Series.
They could have one of the breakout stars of the playoff if Justin Martinez gets enough spotlight because that guy's an absolute freak show.
Unless he faces Jackson Chourio in my Brewers.
I'd like to see it. The thing that's going to be interesting for them, when you came into the season and we're like, oh, shoot, they boosted their starting pitching. Like Monty and Erod. Right now, Snakes fans don't have Monty and Erod as like a positive thing for them. That could change really quickly. Remember when Jordan Montgomery was just striking out Yordan Alvarez and everyone else he was hitting a homer off of? That their starting pitching is the question right now, outside of Zach Gallen. And in the past couple years, we've seen teams quelch that too quickly. Like the Braves were down to like 1.5 starting pitchers when they won. The Rangers were not. So they
last year it was the same thing for the Snakes.
Right.
Brandon Pfaadt was like not a household name. I don't know if he's a household name now, but he stepped up in the playoffs.
He's had a nice year, and he could step it back up. That I don't know, man. If the Snakes take down the Padres in the first round, which it's looking like that's going to be what it is, they're gonna think they're doing it again, and that's scary. When Jock can win a DS MVP, how many players? This is a noxious game.
Okay.
How many players on the Arizona Diamondbacks could win a division series MVP?
Oh, stop, bro. This is like fan fiction.
Corbin Cattell,
for Snakes
Christian Walker. Right Perdomo, probably not. I'll be honest. Eugenio Suarez, yes.
Yeah.
Jake McCarthy's been great. All right, I'll stop. That was my Snakes taster reel. Wow. BBD, last pick of the third round.
Last pick of the third round. I think I know where I want to go. We took one of the AL Central teams off the board, and I think I want one of the other ones. I think the Royals are positioning themselves very nicely. Do they have a little like miracle run in them? They have a top 3 starters I can believe in. Lugo's waiting for the bottom to fall out all year. Hasn't happened.
Yeah,
he's been really good. Why give up a homer?
Yep.
No need. I like how they filled in their bullpen. I like rewarding teams that went out and added at the deadline. They went and got Hunter Harvey so early. No. They went and made their move. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez. Yeah. Who's after that?
Yeah.
Michael Massey's after
Michael
that.
Massey,
Michael Massey is after that.
It's a pretty swing.
I'd love Vinny after that. But I can believe in those guys putting together some wins, ending some games for the other team, for the other team's offense. I'm happy to take the Royals in this spot, and I needed AL.
They've got to paralyze a team. Like, just come out and be like, Seth Lugo for 7
Diamondbacks
clean.
To the Dodgers last year.
Seth Lugo, 7 clean. Bobby Witt hit a homer. We win 3-1. They come out the next game, Cole Ragans.
Kyle Isbell's going to rob a freaking homer.
Okay. I don't know, man. That lineup gets so thin. It's against Jakey Analytics right now. Tommy Pham leading off. Michael Massey cleaning it up. That's the first half of the lineup.
Let's see what the OPS is with runners in scoring position.
Yes.
It was very, very good, and it still is good. They're 4th in baseball, 805 OPS. Now, obviously, Vinny being gone affects that, but they're still getting the job done.
Yeah.
You can win a series with this.
Well, we got what? Is this the last round? Are we going 12?
I think we're going 15.
I think 15.
I think we're going 15.
I think a little tighter because
it's getting
it's starting to get slim pickings.
It's starting to get to the point where...
Don't tell Mets fans that you better pick the Mets right now.
It's starting to get a little under 5'10" for me.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a shorter man, sometimes you don't like shopping some places. That medium could be a little snug on you, or it could be a little huge on you. Depends where you go. This isn't my personal story. Under 5'10" makes modern basics for shorter dudes. I'll be honest, when I meet some of the short kings around baseball, and then I'm like, dude, the under 5'10" stuff is real. Changes your life. I wore their dress pants yesterday. They fit better than any other pants because they're made for someone under 5'10". So whatever you're looking for, hoodies, casual wear, nicer stuff, They have it all. Under 510 is the solution for you. And for our viewers, $10 off coupon for you to give them a try. There's a link in the description. Under 510. I swear by him. How about that? Doesn't get better than that. Where are you going, Beebs? We could be a little tighter.
Yeah, I'm staying in the AL. At this point, I think the value on getting the Orioles right now is too good to pass up. I've been watching them from afar, or not that afar, truly, but for the last couple months, I have not been able to figure out why they're not having a better record and a better time. Because come the playoffs, I believe in everything that is there. That lineup is real.
Where are you at with the Birds?
I like
Trev?
the bullpen bodies.
Just because they've been on the Yankees fans' tip of their tongues all year. Where are you at with the Birds?
Well, I think we saw like the best of the Birds early on in the season.
Yeah.
And then I think we've seen them go through some struggles, whether it's, talking about Adley having to get moved down the lineup. I think was an interesting play for them, but that's actually worked out. I think we've seen some injuries. I think we've seen some of the young guys who, we just were banking on every single Orioles prospect to come up and be a guy.
Right.
Like, that doesn't happen. We know that.
Can't.
We get sold this, the media narrative, the fake news about the prospects.
That's you.
And we've seen some of that. We've seen some struggles there. So I think that they still have good baseball in them, 100%. I think there's a reason they went this low in the draft.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
For the Orioles, I want to see the first couple Adley at-bats are going to be big. Like, if Adley comes out with a double down the line or a homer, it's like, ooh. Like, Orioles fans are going to say, like, that's what we've been missing. Remember when there was, like, Adley's winning record? And it was like, we don't get swept with Adley?
Yeah.
So if Adley comes out with a couple big playoff at-bats, I think the whole team feels that. And the other thing to watch out, it was like this deadline thing that we kind of moved over quickly. They added Sir Anthony and Greg Soto from the Phillies bullpen.
Yeah.
Two guys that we thought were going to be like massive pieces on their bullpen are now in Baltimore. So yeah, okay. So that was Beeb. So it's me.
I didn't know the struggles of Adley went this deep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Right now, since July 2nd, 188 batting average, 564 OPS.
It's bad. All right, what is it? Second to last, penultimate pick.
They're penultimate.
It's getting slim.
It's getting slim, isn't it?
Joe's McFly is looking slim.
Joe McFly.
What's up with that?
I never know what's up with him. You're Twins. Fuck off. No way.
I think there's two clear picks here. One of them's not gonna make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait, are we that thin now? Are
Yeah.
we through the play? Okay, so maybe this is the final round because otherwise we're taking.
No, we need to take
Okay.
teams that might not
Okay,
make the
okay,
playoffs.
okay.
I think that's part of it.
I will take. Man, funny when you actually think about it. Between the Braves and the Mets, who do I actually think? The Mets have to outstand them for 3 games. I'll go down with the ship. I'll take the Mets.
I think they're the clear pick right here. They have a 2-game lead. The way they've been playing ball as of late, they found their starting pitching.
You're right. It's the Mets and it's the Braves. This isn't like 2 years of history. This is like 25 years of history. And like I think Mets fans agree like this isn't hot. And Mets fans laugh. I genuinely like root for them. Like it'd be fun. Like if this Mets team is in the playoffs, that place is, if they get some city games, that's going to be insane. I guess the part that scared me was if the Braves do it, if they do get them, which if they win that series and gain a couple games, whatever, like I realize Atlanta's down on their team, but if Chris Sale comes out and Charlie Morton comes out and Max Fried comes, like they'll be back. So I don't know. I'm taking the Mets. Go nuts. Take down the city. Let's do the whole thing.
I like it. I think they're the clear team, and I honestly don't know how they fell so far in this draft. I think they should have been picked earlier. The way that they've been playing, like I said, they found their starting pitching.
Best record since July 1st or something like that.
Lindor.
Yeah, let's get him right.
That's going to be interesting to see because.
Well,
So, they said it's nothing serious,
Sure.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
Obviously, they need him. He's going to win the MVP this year. He's not, but he's a very good player.
Right.
And any other year, possibly he would. Okay, so Bieber's going to end up with the Red Sox with his last pick. Okay. I'm going to go with the two teams that, really have a chance here.
Yes.
I'm just going to give it to my Twins.
Yes.
Even though I want to pick them
The
next.
draft worked. The draft worked.
They are holding on by the skin of their teeth. They have a 1.5 game lead over the Tigers. I don't know what's going to happen. They do have the tiebreaker there, which is great. They got to figure it out, man. Like Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton are back, but are they healthy? No.
Right.
Starting pitching's been not great. We got 3 rookies in the rotation right now that have thrown more innings than they ever have. Plus they're rookies, and it's the postseason and all these things. Like
everything's adding up.
Yeah, their chance is if Correa somehow finds his health.
Royce, Correa, and Buxton.
Royce has to.
How many
going.
games have those 3 played together this year?
Like 18. In ever, not just this year, last year too. So it just hasn't worked out, and Royce hasn't been himself as of late. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
You just need October and maybe Coach Trev to send you a DM.
Kyle Farmer, fucking call a team meeting or something. I don't know. So I'll take the Twins, and then quickly after that, I'm gonna take the Braves. I know they're 2 games back, but
those are good picks.
It's either the Braves or the Tigers, and the Tigers are closer to a playoff spot right now as we record this. But I'm gonna go with the Braves. They still have a shot. They still have a chance to have the tiebreaker over the Mets. Whoever team wins that series is gonna have that tiebreaker. So I'll take them because I think if you do the big 3 with them, like you mentioned, they can put together a postseason run. So I got the Braves with my last pick. I like that. Even though they're out of the playoffs.
Pick.
It's value.
It's great
It's value.
I like them.
Who are you going to pick? I guess the Red Sox aren't going to come in.
No, I think the Red Sox are safe. I do think it is 2 AL teams. If I didn't know the result of last night's baseball game, I probably would go another way. But I did see that baseball game, and we're at this point of the season. I wish it could be Seattle. But the Tigers are there. I don't know. I saw them hug after a home run.
You did. That's your thing.
You want to... Hey, they have a bullpen. If it does happen, they have a bullpen, and they have the AL Cy Young winner.
Yes.
After that...
They have
Brant Herter.
They got some kids.
A lot of heart.
Reese Olson. I don't know. It's late in the draft, if we're being honest. Hinch versus the Astros?
That would be good.
Manfred's dream.
I'd watch.
That's right. Go Tigers.
I'll take those Mariners at the end. They have played a good brand of baseball of late. It does feel a little like they might have gotten got last night.
Did you see the Robles trying to steal home last night?
Yeah.
Bases loaded, 3-0 count.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there.
Crazy. Sorry.
That's the play that did it.
There was a lot of
Mariners
crazy
fans-
baseball last night.
There's some Mariners fans that just want to listen to a nice episode and they didn't want it to end like this. But it did. We'll post a graphic. Some people will get mad about it. If you've never checked out our warehouse game stuff, it's really a special treat. We're excited to get into that. And we'll be excited to talk to you Friday. Check out the standings.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I hate my draft. I hate it. I wanted the Phillies. I should just took them first overall.
I'm not sure about your draft.
I'm a San Diego guy.
I like the Padres pick.
You played to win. I respect that.
Yeah, like
You
I
played
It's
to win.
swings.
Strategy.
You take swings.
I don't
Played
know.
to win.
It's a draft.
Whatever.
Fernando.